What's up, YouTube? It's Route Combo, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Grading the Sub from a subscriber night that me and Cole put on. And this is BurnAfterRolling. He took the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I took the 49ers. He's actually from Pittsburgh and plays baseball. He's a chill dude, pretty cool guy. He's been in the party with me, a couple days now. Ever since then, we played again. I'm probably gonna post that game since y'all been wanting me to play with the some worser teams, and so I picked the Seahawks and whatnot. So y'all should be on the lookout for that. I'm probably gonna post that one. But yeah, so let's get to the game. He was definitely a solid player. He had a pretty tough offense. His defense was he pretty much sent a 4-man blitz most of the time, and did coverage defense, and then a few times he got sacks on me from James Harrison and whatnot from the block shedding, because they're pretty beast. But woohoo! Look at that move by Frank Gore. Man, you need to rewind that and check out that little oop-de-oop move on him. And I remember in the party, man, I was like, whoa, buddy, man, that was crazy. So yeah, so I was able to get a big run there and go up 7-3. But I'm able to get the pick right back. I put a little pressure in his face, and you see I kind of lurked it and got a nice user pick. I gave him a little bit of the bait, and he and he took to it. So I'm up 7-3. Get the turnover, which is huge, and Hunter outran Paul Malu, which was pretty crazy. So I lobbed it up there and was able to get underneath it. I thought that was a pretty good pass play, and I was surprised Alex Smith threw a dot like he did. And you see, once again, he gets the ball, and I have pressure right in his face, about to sack him, and he throws it up into the coverage, and I was able to get the interception. And then on first down, I see that was one of the cases of block sheds. Second down, he played good coverage defense, and then third down, just couldn't get a completion, so I ended up putting it. So that was a huge defensive series on his behalf, because he was already down 11 points, and if I was able to get a touchdown there and make it a 3-possession game, it would have been pretty tough for him to come back on me. And you see, he's doing a really nice job of moving the ball, and that was a nice click on user catch there, and he saw my defender was burnt. But look at this little sequence right here. He doesn't get in the end zone, right? But the game gives him a touchdown. You see on the top, and I was like, how did he get in right there? And then he had to come out on second down, and it was 2nd and goal. So once again, Madden being Madden kind of screwed that up. But I think that's the first time I ever seen Madden give somebody a touchdown and have to run it again on 2nd down. But anyway, so he got pretty much 2 touchdowns in 2 plays. So good thing Madden didn't give him 2 touchdowns for those shenanigans. But we're coming towards the end of the first half, and right now I'm just trying to get a field goal. And so I ran the draw to get in field goal range, and I think I did one like Hail Mary type play, and I didn't get lucky like the Seahawks, and we won't get into that. But yeah, so at the end of the first half, I'm up 17-10, which I think that's really good for him. If I was in his shoes, I would be real happy, because I think he had 3 interceptions at half, and he tied up the game midway through the 3rd quarter. So that was a good combination of me not taking advantage of his mistakes, me making mistakes myself, and not converting on some of my offense possessions. And look at Frank Gore, looking like a beast. The only time he had really good run D. The only time I was able to run the ball on him was whenever I no huddled and I audibled down into one of my runs. That's the only time I was able to run on him. But other than that, he had really good goal line run D. And when he knew I was going to run the ball, he did a good job shooting through the gaps and stopping me. So he has a good goal line defense right there. So I go up by 3, and then boom, I send the A gap, and he runs the draw, which is like a double negative for him, because I send the A gap. The last thing you wanted to be doing is being in a draw in that scenario, and that I have the Niners, the big hits they be coming. And so I go up by 10 points. I get an easy score. I make up for my terrible goal line decision. And right here, I get not one, but two breaks on him. And then And then and then on third down he makes the crucial mistake of throwing another interception. So I mean, I'll say I got lucky there. I could have just edited out those 2 plays and then showed you the pick, but that's not how we do it over here. I'm going to show you the good and the bad, and on the unlucky for him and unlucky for me. But yeah, so that's a really kind of like a downer right there. And then instead of making it a 3-point game, it's a 17-point game, just like that. And not to mention the fumble earlier, so things kind of came unraveled for him at the end of that third quarter and beginning of the fourth, and you have to try to respond even though you go down 10 or 17 points here. I think that was a poor decision to make that pass and lob it up like that. And but stuff like that can happen. You can get rattled. And talk about a bad decision right there. It was a terrible decision. My makeshift screen was wide open, but for some reason I was like, I'm just going to try to hit this. And once again, I bring I think it's back-to-back turnovers, but I bring dual edge heat, and made him have to make a decision pretty quick what he wanted to do, and he got hit while he was thrown. And you see once again he's getting hit while he's thrown, but he gets away with it that time. And look, I'm bringing the heat again, and he didn't do a good job of whenever you see I've been bringing that heat, you got to block your running back or receiver. You got to block somebody and to give yourself some more time. So that will do it. I win 41-17. So I gave his offense a C+. This is something I struggled with between like a C+ and a B-, but he just threw too many interceptions to give it a B type of grade. He had a nice scheme and recognized the weakness of my defense and was able to capitalize it a good bit throughout the game. His weaknesses were he forced throws, he had some bad decisions when he was under pressure, and ball security is a premium in Madden, and he had too many interceptions. So let's move on to the defense. I gave him a C. He had some pretty good coverage defense and really good run defense, especially in the goal line area, and he played really good goal line defense. But he also had a bend but don't break attitude. His weaknesses was he had a lack of blitzes. He didn't really have a defensive scheme where he mixed up man zone and the blitz out of with the same look, and so I kind of knew if he was playing man or zone. And so I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all in the sticks.